Hey y'all. Yes y'all, I am back to do another video with y'all. We're doing a Hot Topics video today. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. We haven't done Hot Topics in a while and we just need to hop on it. Whatever these people been up to, we need to clock them and keep an eye on them. That's just the reality, y'all. We need to clock these people, keep an eye on them, and get whatever they not supposed to be doing, calling it out. Hold on, y'all. I got it loaded. I ain't want you to think anything. We good. Wow, y'all. Like I said, it's always immediate sick stuff, y'all, without me trying to really look for it. It just be there. You like my pajamas? Yes, y'all. Another cute find. Thank y'all if y'all like them. But it says, victim aunt calls teen girl a monster murderer and demon seed before judge sentences her to 17 years for stabbing boyfriend to death because he didn't want to be with her. Wow, this is a 17-year-old that did this?
That you are a murderer. You are a demon seed that your parents brought into this world to bring suffering on everybody else. Shame on them.
Anger and grief laid bare in a Miami courtroom Tuesday as loved ones of 17-year-old Yaquin Lawler begged the judge to sentence his killer, Jahara Malik, to the max.
I'm going to stand up and honor my son and defend my son. I just wanted to be heard, man. I don't like the way this case was handled.
We just want what my son deserved. His life matters. I do not want to leave here today, Your Honor, feeling like I lost my son all over again.
Malik, now 18 years old, was Lawler's ex-girlfriend. The incident happened back in December of 2024. She pleaded guilty in March to charges of manslaughter and carrying a concealed weapon. Her sentence is left solely up to the judge to decide. The state videos in court showing Lawler's final moments after Malik stabbed him in the chest with a pocket knife. The sight sounds so distressing, some left the courtroom.
Wow. Saying neighbors, an 18-year-old Miami teen has been sentenced to 17 years in prison after pleading guilty to fatally stabbing her boyfriend during an argument back in 2004. Okay, he says Jahara was charged with manslaughter and the death of 17-year-old Yaquin after the two allegedly got into an argument on December 20th, 2004. Malik was 17 at the time of stabbing, but was charged as an adult. The victim's mother also pushed for the maximum 30-year sentence and said her son lost his life simply because he told Malik, that's the girl, y'all. Yes, her last name is Malik, but I don't want y'all to get confused. Malik, he no longer wanted to be with her. The judge ultimately sentenced Malik to 17 years behind bars, saying the case did not appear to be an isolated act of aggression based on the evidence presented in court. Yaquin, also known as Chemo, was remembered by his loved ones as a family-oriented teen who loved football, video games, and dreaming of working in finance. Rest in peace up to this young guy, Yaquin. This young teen. Yeah, I'm agreeing with some of the comments. Somebody said we have to teach our kids how to handle rejection. Two families' lives changed forever and so young. And this is the part I don't like. Somebody said they would have gave him 25 plus if it was reversed. That was the part I don't care for, because I feel like, yes, you know, women can be more emotional than men. But these women carry children in the world. Don't let them fool y'all into thinking they don't know right from wrong, or that they some innocent, teen that, might not have carefully plotted this out, or whatever, and she might just really be sick. And that could be why they only gave her 17 years. I want to start seeing not just a sentence being given, but I want to start seeing some sort of mental health mandation program, or mandate them to go see pastor, and while they in prison, because in prison they do got pastors, sometimes in jails too. I don't know, but I know they got them in prisons for sure. Mandate them to go seek some help outside of just sitting in a cell, or being with being around other people that may have committed some of the same acts as them. I just don't see how any of that helps, and that's where I see the whole in the whole justice system is. I see y'all give these people sentences because y'all base them off mental health, but yet I don't see where the mental health, where y'all are making them comply with any mental health. Not enough of it. I'm not seeing enough of it. Every here and there we see them make somebody, the parole board might make them, but I'm not seeing enough of it being done while they're currently incarcerated, and I feel like that's when it needs to be done. That's the time they did what they did, and you put them in there for a reason, so you might as well talk to them or get them some help while they're in there. I understand that the prisoners are full and y'all can't always get to everybody, but I'm sick of just seeing sentences and that's it. It's like I want to see more, because in these cases with these young kids like this, obviously something else is going on. It is. Hold on, y'all. Wow, it's a 12-year-old girl arrested and charged with 2 felonies after threatening to unalive a teacher and shoot up an elementary school. It said, I don't want to say like it, but she looks like the type, y'all. Like, watch when she get out this car. It's like this emo vibe they be having, y'all. It's just what I noticed. I'm not stereotyping nobody, but it's definitely what I noticed. That's for sure. With this one, I don't just say don't just arrest her. Make her do time too. Make her do, she 12, but make her do time. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, she might be sitting back saying, well, they just going, they just arrested me to scare me. Make her do time. Make her do time. That way she knows that if she really does try to pursue something like this, what she got coming. Make her do at least a year. Yeah, for sure. Because that's not normal at 12 years old to be threatening these things. Especially not to your teacher, which is somebody that, what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just not to be, I don't believe that it should have been said by a kid, so. Hold on, y'all. What I've been trying to get to I told y'all it was something I wanted to get to. Oh, I said because I got questions. Oh, it was the case with Stefan Diggs and the so-called chef. She thought she was getting a check. Well, this is the video of the chef. It's a video of Stefan Diggs, former chef, smiling and dancing within hours to a day after the alleged attack played in court. Oh, so she thought she was getting a check after it played. I mean, I don't know, y'all. I don't want to assume. That could have been her just, dancing to some old school music. We all do it. I mean, trial don't mean you're supposed to hold everything up. But what I wanted to get to on here was I heard you was a fucking liar, chef. So-called chef. I'm hearing that he did pay you and that you trying to seek some money outside. Listen, y'all can go look at the details on your own because it's all over the internet. But I'm just speaking on the what my issue is with her is, you know, trying to get more from somebody than what you would deserve, than what you should, and taking advantage of a person's financial status. It's like, y'all broke ass hoes would never walk into Tyrone home and do that and act up or whatever, because not only will he slap the shit out you, I'm not saying Stefan did that. He's been proven not guilty. But y'all won't go up in Tyrone home demanding no money because y'all know he'll slap the shit out you and not give a fuck if the cops come. You feel me? But y'all gonna go over to these celebrities and these NFL and NBA players, and y'all gonna play these games so that y'all can try to get an easy check. And it's like, yo, they catching on. They catching on. Even the court's getting sick of this shit being brought to front of them because they know it's about money. And at this point, it's like, they like, as much as we love to take certain people down, it's like, man, we just not about to ignore the facts. The facts is very, very telling. When I say that, I mean, when they asked her about, when they show her the text messages that confirmed that she did get paid, her confirming it, she told them that it was something missing. And it's like, definition of not being caught up to date with technology, like Sissy Pooh, they can go in there and find some messages that you deleted. I say, if you never wanted to be seen, you should never try to take that man for court knowing that you already got some coin up out of him. Like I said, I don't know if y'all was sleeping with each other or not. I really don't know. But what I do know is that, whatever this trick was you tried to play, it backfired and you felt miserably. And this is why you're just supposed to do right by people and not be money hungry, not be greedy, and not try to take advantage of someone's financial status or their mental health, because he could have been going through something, being as though he does play football. He could have been going through a loss. I don't know. He could have been going, when I say a loss, I mean a game. He could have been going through, just coming off a high intensity, practice. And it's like, people don't always, just because someone may or may not have a temper does not give you the option to try to figure it out. And then say, oh, well, now that I figured out they got a temper, now I'm going to take you to court. It's like, that's not how it works, y'all. Like, no. Let's go next. And I'm not saying that he had a temper enough to put his hands on her, but he probably did say a couple things to her she ain't like, and that's what led up to court. I don't know what happened. I don't know if that man put his hands on her. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know. I know he got cleared as not guilty, or the case was thrown out or dismissed. But it say, just crazy. 48-year-old Florida mother arrested on felony abuse charges after allegedly striking 10-year-old in the face during bathroom dispute.
Panama City woman was
Well, she's
arrested
smiling.
yesterday after allegedly striking a child in the face after an argument arose over the use of a single-use restroom at a daycare facility in Springfield. The alleged perpetrator has since been identified as LaToya Gaines. The 10-year-old victim and her mother told officers that Gaines demanded that the victim leave the restroom so that she and her child could use it. But after the child told Gaines to wait for her turn, Gaines then struck her in the face with a closed fist and left the area on foot. She was arrested on Tuesday for child abuse, which is a third degree.
I say arrest her for life. I don't play like that. Like somebody said, she's smiling. I don't play like that. Lock her ass up for life and go smile like that. Go smile like that life sentence. Because the bitch is motherfucking, she's crazy and she doesn't need to be out here around other people no more. No more. Enough. Because it's getting to that point, y'all, where it's like it's getting to the point where it's like one and done. Once we see one sign of crazy, that's that. Because what we are starting to notice is that it don't get no better. We keep saying, maybe if they do a little time. It ain't getting no better, y'all. One and done with these folks. Folks is loony, and they need to be sent off somewhere where loony people can go be free and go do loony shit and be under supervision so they don't hurt nobody. What's next? Sad 22-year-old mother stabbed to death by ex after leaving abusive relationship. Family says she did everything she was told to escape, but it still didn't work. Wow. Beautiful woman, y'all. Young. She looks very young. Of course, he looks like a demon. When I say that, I mean, I'm just being honest. That's what his mugshot is giving me right now. But, gosh, y'all.
Last week in what police are calling a domestic violence incident.
The father of the child, Cameron Walker, is charged in connection to her death. Kelsey Gibbs spoke with Smith's family, who describes her as loving and caring.
She loved that baby. Zariah was her whole entire world.
Those closest to Samara Smith say being a mother wasn't just part of who she was, it defined her.
When she became a mom, she picked that role up, and she never dropped it.
Her friends say that as devoted as she was a mom, she was also a loving sister, daughter, and friend.
There is nobody in this world that can even compare to her or her character.
They remember her as loving, funny, and full of life. A young woman who found joy in music, dancing, eating, and sharing her world online.
She had the most beautiful soul. You're such a character. Literally a kind-loving person.
But behind that life, friends and family say she was carrying a...
You know, I'm always getting these, you know, these women was very loving and caring, and it's like, you know what, women, I'm not saying that y'all not. I do believe that. I believe that's exactly what's getting y'all in some of these situations is, you know, you just gotta learn. See, becoming a mother can make you very vulnerable, and it can make you become too caring to the wrong people if you don't have the right support system around you, because sometimes you'll just accept, the bare minimum of love and the bare minimum of caring, and then it gets to the point where now you're accepting disrespect. And then it gets to the point where, now you're accepting physical abuse. And it's like, I'm just gonna say it. When you start seeing the signs of these people, get going first. Or just leave first. Leave first and don't look back, and pray to God that he keep that person away from you once you realize what you encountered, once you realize what you're dealing with. That's really how it need to be, y'all. It's no other way. You can't avoid these people because, you know what I'm saying? If you got a good heart, good soul, of course the demon's going to come over and try to get with you. But you got to be able to recognize them, and you got to be able to know when to walk away. Or you will end up not just getting pregnant, but maybe unalive due to being with this man. And I just don't think it's worth it, y'all. I just don't, I don't think it's worth it, y'all. When I say that, I mean, I know we all want love and we all want to feel special, but if it's going to be, if the end result is going to be, someone unalived, then I say just go find love with the Lord, because he always has it for you. All right? And his son is there to lead you to him, and he has shown us all how to get to him, and we just got to follow that path. And like I said, when something don't feel right, you have to learn to roll with your intuition, or, something bad can happen. And it's just like that, y'all. But I love y'all, and I hope y'all all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, y'all. And I love y'all. I'll be back real soon with the hot topics. If there's anything y'all want me to speak on, comment, let me know, okay? And I'll get back with y'all. Love y'all.